Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are in the greenhouse because the weather is finally warming up and I have some seeds that I need to start in starter trays. These are all spring starts, so I'm very cautiously optimistic. It's getting really warm in the greenhouse, so I'm going to start hardening off the plants that I already have. They're not exactly loving the extra heat. They're finicky little things, which is what I'm learning. So if you have any tips on that, please let me know. My butter crunch lettuce was doing really well, and then now we're having a bit of a hard time with the temperature extremes from very cold to very warm. So they're laying down right now. I keep looking over at them. It makes me a little bit sad, but I'm hopeful that they will perk back up with a lot of water and maybe a little bit more tender love and care. But today I am going to put in some thyme seeds, some lavender, some peppermint, some watermelon, squash, calendula, and yarrow. So hopefully these little guys will start well in the greenhouse and I can prune them off kind of the same time as I get some of these others going. We have done a lot of work in our raised planters around the border. I will show you guys that in just a little bit. We have dirt in a third of it. We still have the two edges that we have to put dirt into. I'm hoping to get that done within the next couple of weeks. We do still have a few weeks left before you are technically supposed to transplant outdoors. For the state of Alabama, I am in zone 8A, so I am very close, but not there yet. So we do have a little bit of time to get a little bit more dirt in each side, and then hopefully we will get these babies outside and get everything going. But for now, let's get these into some trays. Hello, I am back in the greenhouse today. I have a little bit more time. Yesterday was somewhat frantic because I needed to get all of my seeds into seed trays and I had a very short amount of time to do it before I need to run and start dinner for the boys. But everything is looking pretty good right now. I have entered into the hardening off process for all of my bigger plants because it is warmer outside right now and we are rapidly approaching spring. So since it was so warm outside today, it got up to I think around 70 today. I left the door open all day long, so they're kind of getting exposed. I think it's a little bit better actually that happened because there at least was some cool air coming through from the outside versus yesterday it got up to close to 70 as well, and I had the door closed and it was a little bit warm when I walked in, and I'm not sure that the plants actually loved that. So I am still dealing with some not so happy looking butter crunch lettuce. I'm going to show you guys in a second. My sweet peas are starting to look really good. My tomatoes have sprouted. My zinnia looks good. My hollyhocks are coming through. My foxglove's starting to percolate a little bit. So they are looking pretty good. But for some reason that butter crunch, it started out so strong and it was doing really well, and now it's not doing stellar. So I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting patiently, or not so patiently, for my delphinium to sprout. I think I have one white delphinium sprout, but I have no blue. I have no clue what's going on, and that seems like it's taking a little bit of time. I need to look back through my seedling book, which actually is a really cute little binder that I just ordered off of Amazon, and I keep all of my seed packets in it, which has been really good for my organization. Even the seed packets that I completely empty out, I tend to stick them back into it so that I can read on the back like what's the germination time and how long should this be taking. I do have my lavender that I planted yesterday covered with a bag because it needs to apparently germinate in a plastic bag, I guess, for more heat and humidity. So we'll see how that goes for us. I tried planting lavender before and nothing came of it, but I did not do any of those things. So we shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna check on the rest of the plants, and I'm going to give everything another really good drink of water. I think that's some of it too. I need to get back into the habit of watering every single day, and then hopefully we'll start seeing some more progress. But I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about with the butter crunch lettuce. So any of you who are seasoned gardeners and know what is wrong with my lettuce, please let me know, because I don't know, they started out so strong and they looked amazing, and now they don't. They just look sad and kind of dead. So this is what I'm talking about. All of my butter crunch lettuce, for the most part, except for this new little sprout coming through, is just laying over and wilted and dead looking. I don't know what happened. I don't know why all of a sudden it did that. Everything was beautiful and green and lush and standing up like this little guy in the beginning, and then now it doesn't look great. But my sweet peas look really good. They're all coming in nicely. We have some beautiful little tomato sprouts coming in. Again, these guys just did not do great. They didn't love the fact that it got so cold outside all at once when they were in the greenhouse, and then I transplanted them into our actual house, and they did not enjoy it at all. So we've had a little bit of a hard time there. Okay, here are my snap peas. They appear to be thriving on the ends, but this lower level, I don't know what is happening. I don't know if those were just the beginning leaves and now they're not necessary, so they're kind of dying off. But I mean, this one looks dead. But then these look kind of the same at the bottom, but have beautiful green ends with the little flower. I don't know. I don't know yet. I do need to pinch the dead off of these. Get rid of that. My spinach is kind of starting to perk back up. I think it got a little dehydrated being in our very warm house. My okra all completely died. It was very unhappy with how cold it got. So that did not work out well. But you live and learn, right? Honestly, I've taken on so much because I think once you start the gardening process, you just get so excited and overzealous that you kind of just want to buy everything. You want to try all of the plants and all of the vegetables and all of the fruit and everything. So I did probably bite off more than I could chew for it being my true first whole season, starting from seedlings. That in and of itself, I am learning, is sort of a large undertaking. I am completely understanding now why several people start with just juvenile plants and grow them from that stage, because going from a seedling to a full-blown plant is a little bit of a challenge. I'm learning a lot, but yeah, it's been fun. And I'm that person who thinks if your dreams aren't so big that they scare you a little bit, then they're not big enough. So that's what I'm doing. My dreams are very big for our garden this year, and it scares me a little bit. But here's all the new little guys kind of hanging out right now. Let's see. I do need to get labels made. I just have the seed bags in front of where everything is planted right now, so I need to get some labels made today. And that is one of the tasks that I will be tackling this afternoon. But I have some little basil sprouts, which is really fun. I have one squash sprout, and that's it. And then I have one most pitiful looking little white delphinium sprout. It also looked really strong a few days ago, and now not so much. I really think all of it had to do with the fact that I thought I was doing right by my little plant babies and letting them sit outside in the sunshine during the cold snap on one of the days where it warmed up. I think it went up to probably 50. But they did not particularly care for that. They did not care that they were getting sunshine. They just did not enjoy being outside. So let's look at the progress that we are making with the raised beds. Jumping subject a little bit, this is my deer fence that we put in to hopefully ward off all of our deer. I highly doubt that that will work, but it's better than nothing. So we decided, instead of this just being wasted space, that we were going to build a planter border all the way around. So I have a planter that literally spans the whole edge of the deer fence and will come all halfway across on each side and meet in the middle with an archway that allows you into the raised bed area. And ultimately I plan on putting 3 raised beds for now on each side, and I would love to do some type of little bird bath or fountain, something in the center. So that has been kind of what we've been working on. It's kind of been a big undertaking to start right before planting season, but we're getting there. So you can see we filled in dirt to here. We have it kind of all along this back section for now, and we do have 2 large piles of dirt situated over here that we got from a local garden shop that is a mixture of topsoil, peat moss, and sand for drainage. So that is going into all of my beds, and we need to finish that up, but thankfully we do have a few more weeks before true spring planting needs to begin. We are leaving the front open for now. So the goal is to fill everything in with pea gravel once we have the raised beds here, and we will need a tractor to do that. So we're leaving all this area open for now so that we can actually get the tractor in, and then we'll close it off once everything is done. But yeah, a lot of big things happening in the kitchen garden this week. I'm really excited to see everything kind of come to fruition over the next few weeks, and for spring to get here and planting to start. We also have our baby ducks are going to arrive in March, and then our chickens will arrive in April. So I'm going to be getting all of the brooder stuff set up within the next few weeks as well to kind of get them going. I am very thankful actually at this point in time that they cannot be outside for the first 8 weeks, because I am going to need that time to get their chicken/duck coop set up. So the plan is to put that a little bit closer to the house. This is actually located across one of the ponds from our house, so it's a little bit of a trek. Not bad, but obviously when you're getting up first thing in the morning, having them closer to the house and just having them somewhere where I can keep an eye on them a little bit better, since we are kind of out in nature and there are tons of predators. I mean, everything is a predator for chickens and ducks, mostly chickens, but I just want them closer to me so that I can keep a better eye on them, and I can check on them in the morning and let them free range in the evenings. I am going to do a coop with a run attached to it, because unfortunately I will not be able to let them free range all day. I do have a full-time job, and I do go to work at an office every single day. So during those hours that I am gone, they will have free run of the run area of their coop, and then I will let them out to free range until sunset in the evening. So it will not be a terrible life for them by any stretch, but just not exactly what I'd hoped, mostly because of my fear that something could happen to them. I mean, we have a lot of hawks, we have coyotes, we have all kinds of things out here that would love a little chicken or duck snack. So I do not want that to happen. I know a lot of people say it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen, but I'm going to do everything in my power to prevent that for as long as I can. So that is the goal. So I will probably take you guys. So that is the goal, but I will definitely take you guys along with me. I plan on going to Tractor Supply, which is absolutely one of my favorite stores, to get all of my breeder stuff and get everything going if I don't just have it ordered and sent directly to me, because honestly, chick days are about to start at Tractor Supply, and it is going to be so hard for me to not try to go ahead and just buy a few, because they do oftentimes have some Easter eggers and some things that I actually am getting in April, so it would be easy for me to want to just go ahead and snap some up. But for now, my goal is to kind of keep all of my little incoming chicks in the same age range, because I know they'll establish their own pecking order. And so I don't necessarily want to have 2 older ones and then bring in babies and just run the risk, I guess, that they may not get along. And of course, I will be adding more, I would assume, in the future. So that is eventually going to happen. But for my first round, I would like to just kind of keep the playing field level and let them establish their own pecking order and come in together. So you can tell me if that is a good idea or not, or if you think that I should go ahead and get a couple of baby chicks, because if you suggest it, if the internet tells me, I mean, I must obey, right? Like, it would not break my heart to go ahead and get a few extra baby chickens. Don't tell my husband. He is such a supportive individual, but it's hilarious. He's like, how many more animals are you gonna add in the year 2026? And honestly, it's just February, so to be determined. But this week's video is a little bit shorter. I told you guys I would try not to talk your ears off until I had more things to share. So I'm not just trying to fill all of the time, but I'm going to go and grab my Sharpie so that I can label all of my new seedling trays. And then I'm going to go get dinner ready and do all of the mom things, because it's Tuesday and we have school tomorrow. We have a Valentine's Day party at school tomorrow. And we have Grandparents' Day at school on Thursday. So it is never ending. All of the things that need to be done. But I hope all of you are having a wonderful week. We are headed to the boat this weekend, so I will bring you guys along for that. We're just going to kind of hang out. We have been wanting to get away and get out of town for a little while, so this seemed like the perfect escape, and we're just going to go relax and have some fun. But like I said, I hope all of you are having a wonderful week, and I will catch up with you later. If you are enjoying my content, I would absolutely love it if you wanted to like or subscribe or comment on any of my videos. I definitely, like I said, as a very novice gardener, really appreciate feedback. Can't guarantee I'm the best at taking it, but I definitely do appreciate when you guys give it to me. So hopefully I will hear from some of you, and I will talk to you again soon.